Hi all, welcome to the CA classroom. In today's video, we're going to see whether the CA foundation exam scheduled to happen in June 2021, starting from June 24th, whether it will be postponed or not. Now, why I'm talking about this around 30 to 40 days before the exam, understand that normally for your exam, the last 30 to 40 days are extremely important. Irrespective of how much you prepared in the first 6 months, last 4 months, 5 months, does not matter. It all depends upon how much hours you're able to clock in the last 30 to 40 days. Students generally, if things were normal, in the last 10 to 15 days, they'll at least study 15 hours. In the last 30 to 40 days, at least 10 hours, at least 10 hours a day, they'll be able to clock. That is when things are normal. Now, we all know the pandemic we are going through. Every morning when you wake up, whenever you go on Instagram, Facebook, or WhatsApp, some way or other, some known person, some friend is sharing some bad news. It's a lot of bad things happening. Like we're all praying that it gets over soon. We have no idea when the pandemic is going to settle. And it's very hard on you. Being just 18, 19 years, emotionally going through this is very hard. Take it from me, 2021 will be the most challenging year for you academically. After this, it'll get easier. It's hard for everybody, not just you. So just first understand we're all in this together. It is not just you who's going through this mentally, it's everyone. Now, you will have a question whether exam will happen. Sir, I'm not able to study. I'm not able to study more than 2 hours a day. I don't know if exam will happen. Last 30 days are important. What do I do now? Now, coming to when you will know if exam will happen or not, ICAA sometime around 30th of May, plus or minus 5 days, they will give you an official update. From how things are now, I don't have to tell you. You yourself will know that exam will might get shifted considering the pandemic, but we never know. Suddenly, if the virus disappears and the things get better, exam might be held. So, what should you do? Should I not study? Should I go relax? What should you do? You're very confused because it's not certain. I completely understand it's not easy for anybody to study for 10 to 15 hours a day. If you are somebody who's studying for the very first time, writing June 21 as your first attempt in CA Foundation, then you have to clock 10 to 15 hours a day if things are fine. But otherwise, for others who are writing second time, third time, it is extremely hard to study 10 to 15 hours a day, staying home. It's very hard. So, what you do is at least 2 to 3 hours a day or at least 4 to 5 hours a day, whichever works for you based on where you're situated and how things are around you. Stay in touch with the subject. Stay in touch with the subject. Once a notification comes, you'll know what to do. But until then, don't go away from it. It's hard to study 10 hours. If you're going to plan that you're going to study for 10 hours, then you will be depressed, you will be demotivated because things are not going your way. Remember, every day some restaurant is getting closed, every day some business is getting closed, people are running into losses, they don't have money, people have lost jobs for years, 1 year now, almost more than a year, people are not having jobs. So understand everybody are going through the hardship along with you. So all the bare minimum you can do is try to study for 2 to 3 hours a day. I know it's not easy to study 10 to 15 hours now, even though it's necessary, but it's fine. My personal view, this is my personal view, considering how things are, I don't think the exams will take place in June. Again, if the exam is going to happen, don't blame me. It is only my personal view. Looking at how things are around us practically, it will mostly be shifted. When it will be held, all that ICA will decide that. But again, understand ICA here also helpless. I'm repeating the same story as I've told before. We have two circles, circle of influence and circle of concern. Now, things that happen inside this circle, and there are some things which happen over here. Both these things concern you, both these things concern you, are important to you, but what you can influence is only what happens over here, is only what happens inside this circle. For example, I want to eat today, I want to go work out, I want to go watch a movie. These things concern you. I want to study for 5 hours a day. These things concern you. So, and it is within your influence as what you can do. But circle of concern, the other one, the outer circle, even though it concerns you, for example, whether exams will happen, when the pandemic will end, it is not within your hand. Therefore, there is no point in stressing about it, spending energy and wasting your time on it. Just ignore it. Let things happen the way it happens. You do what is within your control. That is all I can say. Try to study, be in touch with the subject. I completely understand it's not hard for you, it's hard for everybody else. But stay put and stay strong. Take care, stay safe. Thank you for staying till here.